Hi guys, I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I put up any video because after my trip from Japan, I'm kind of tied up with other things like regular works, so I've been quiet for a few months. First of all, I'd like to thank all the subscribers. Even though I haven't put up any new video, there were quite a few addition of subscribers, and I have to thank them. Now this time I'm bringing you this brand new kit from NuNu or Platz. I think that's how I pronounce that in Japanese, but the brand is NuNu. It's their brand new Audi R8 LMS GT3, and it depicts the 2015 Spa 24 hours version. And you can see in the box cover it says 2-in-1 decals, meaning choice of two versions, two decorations from the decal. So this is just the box cover, and sorry for the reflection, try to get rid of it. And you can see that it's once again like computer rendering of a photo, and it's kind of nice. The other version is the red car, one is the silver car, one is the red car. If you look at the side, you can see that that's a build-up version of the kit, and you see this is the red version, number 1, and here is kind of warning that this kit is for 15 and above. So this is not a kids model, it is for teenagers at least 15 and above. And it's you can here see the two brands. One is the Platz and also NuNu, and then its number is, let me see if I can find the product number. No, oh okay, it's here, PN 24004. And on this side we have the color call out, recommended paint. There you miss the color, both the acrylic version and also the lacquer version, and that's the only paint they recommend. Other than that, they also have the Tamiya spring can numbers, and then some description about the kit. And here is the manufacturer, the brand Platz, and also NuNu. It's from Macau, so it probably you can guess which brand it affiliated with. Okay, let's open the box. First of all, we have the body. And then we have the clear parts. Here is the chrome parts and the tires, and then some poly caps. And this sprue contains of wheels and the chassis or the bottom plate, and other I think these are the air coolers and all that. And then this is the interior, and we have sort of part of the engine here, and then the roll cage, and then the door panels. And here we have the interior, mostly interior parts. The dashboard, I think this is the engine, part of the engine. and we'll look at it closely later. And then we have the decal. We'll look at it later. Now we have the instruction. Well, let's look at the instruction now. And it has the illustration of the box, same illustration, and I have the brand, and then here is a short description of the car, and then we open it up. It's a like, let's see how does it work. Can't seem to open it. Oh, okay, here. So first page here. First of all, we have the paint recommended paint number from Mr. Color, but it's in Japanese. It's in Japanese, so but the number matches the Mr. Color numbers. And then first of all, we build the chassis with the brake disc and the front spoiler, and then we have a simplified gearbox, the radiator, and then the shock absorber. And here's the color, telling you how to paint the disc brake and the brake. And here's the muffler or the exhaust. And this is the part of the engine, engine part assembly. And then we come into part of the driver's compartment, and then here is the part of the engine with the exhaust cover, whatever that is, fuel injector. And then we come to the instrument panel. And this is where the with the consoles and the steering wheels. And then we come to the roll cage. Okay, the roll cage, and then the installation of the driver's seats and the hole in driver's compartment with the engine at the back. Then put it onto the bottom tray, and then installation of the wheels. Wheels are very simple, just one piece with the tire insert. And then finally we have the installation of the detail parts of the body, like the front, the grille, and then the lights, the installation of the window, and also the wipers and other detail parts. Oh, there's more. Other details like the antenna and the other body panels, and then the rear wings. Then we come to the placement of decals. This one is the I think this is the red car, number 1. And let me see. Well, strangely enough, it doesn't have the silver car. Anyways, okay, silver car is here. Oh, wonder what happened. There's no silver car. No decal instruction for the silver car. I guess it's all the same, huh? Okay. Well, let's look at the parts. Okay, first of all, we have the body. Well, I don't know this car well enough to say whether this is accurate or not, but looking at the molding, it's very sharp, and it's very nicely detailed, and also the loops are all open up, and I think skillful modeler would like to thin them up a little bit, and it's very nice. Okay, then let's look at the other major screws. This bag of parts contains the wheels, and the wheels are quite nicely done. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's go closer. Okay, here's the wheels. Here are the wheels. Molding is very sharp and very clean, very nice. And then we have these, I believe, are the housing for the lights, the headlights and the tail lights. And here is a sprue of the bottom tray. Again, the injection seems to be very sharp, and you can see it's nicely detailed. Other than, you know, the plastic, you know, the injection of the plastic with all these marks, which I don't believe it will show up after you paint it. These are not the sink marks or anything. It's just the molten plastic, when they float inside the mold, form the streaks. And here is the front grille. It's very nicely molded again. This is the spoiler, and I believe this is the bottom part. I don't know, maybe it's the top part. This is the spoiler, and maybe it's the top part. Well, again, you know, the molding has a lot of plastic. You know, when the plastic, you know, float into the mold, forms a lot of strainy thing, but it should be okay after you prime it and paint it. And here's the other parts of the chassis, the suspensions, and the radiator. Again, I think these are all simplified, and should look okay when it's built. And then we have this sprue is of the roll cage, and also the driver's compartment, like the interior. Okay, you can see the driver's compartment. It's quite nicely detailed. And then of course we have the roll cage, which is normal. It's not, you know. And then the door panel is quite nicely detailed. And this is part of the engine compartment, because it's not a full engine, but through the rear window I think we can see the part of it, and you know, it should look nice when built up. You know, it's not a full detail kit, it's just what they call the curbside kit. So this is if you paint, after you paint it nicely, it should look okay. And then we come to the large main sprues. This one contains all the detail parts, smaller detail parts, like suspension, shock absorber, the driver's seats, the gearbox, the instrument panel, and the engine parts, the exhaust pipe, and then the steering wheels, and you know, all the small detailing parts, the rear wing. And lastly, we have the clear parts. So you can see the clear parts are very clear and with very little distortion. See, except a little bit here. So it should build up very nicely. And then we have the tires. Well, these are the racing tires. so there's no they're all the same, so there's no threads or anything. It's just 4 very nicely molded rubber tires. And then lastly, we have the decals. Let me see, there are how many sheets of decals? Okay, that's 2, 3 pieces of decals. Well, the decal looks quite nice, and the registration is good for this sheet, but the white looks a little bit translucent, so the white may not be as solid as some other decals, but the registration is spot on, and it looked kind of thick, but you can never tell until you put it onto the model. This other sheet contains of smaller details, and this is not white, this is actually silver, and again the registration looks okay. Here's the safety belt, safety harness. The white on this sheet looks a little bit more solid, but we'll see when we put the decal onto the kit. But all in all, the registration is very accurate. Okay. And this last sheet is the trimmings, the black trimming of the window, and then the logo for the tires. Let's see, it's this one looks a bit thinner than the colored one. And then lastly, we have the silver stamping decal. So these are actually chrome silver. I don't know where I can reflect it. Yeah. So all in all, this is a very nice kit. It's not the full detail one, but I think it can build into a very nice replica of the car. And they also come with photo etch, which I do not have a chance to get because it's a very sought after, and I wasn't able to get a set of the photo etch parts for the review. But I did take a photo of the parts, and here is how it looks like. And I think if you order this kit, you should definitely also order the photo etch thread. And once again, I'm going to build this kit right away because they give me the permission to build it up, and so I will start building it right away, and I will share that with you. I'm going to build it out of the box without any modification, or not even with the photo etch parts, so everybody can tell how the kit goes together. And once again, I thank Hobby Easy giving me the kit for review, and also allowing me to build it. So wait for my next video on the build, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.